Please let me know that you're out there. So I hope everybody has had an awesome holiday season so far. We have New Year's coming. Yay! 2023 is upon us. Um, I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas, Hanukkah, all the things, and enjoyed your family and time with yourself. So, welcome this morning to Just for Today, this Wednesday. It is cold outside. My computer says it is 29 degrees. So, that's chilly, right? So, anyway, so today I have labeled just for today is our present. Good morning, David. Thank you for joining. Yay, good morning. So today is our present, right? So we're living in today. So our reading is just about today. Good. All right. If only I had infinite wisdom, I secretly think. If only I could see everything before me, a clear path, the knowledge of how I must spend each moment of life. But in meeting after meeting, in my wellness journey, I am reminded that I can only work with what I have today. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. What's more, I am probably better off not knowing. If I knew what was coming, I suspect I would spend all my time trying to run from painful experiences instead of living. I would miss out on so much great stuff. I can trust my higher power to lead me through this day so that I will be prepared for the future when it arrives and able to work with whatever it brings. This leaves me time to enjoy the many gifts life has to offer, time that would otherwise be spent worrying. Just for today, an old maxim says, "It'll shine when it shines." If I am willing to listen, I will receive all the information I need when the time is right. Just for today, I will know that I'm in good hands. Just for today, I will try to live through this day only and not tackle all of my problems at once. Good morning, Kim. Thank you for joining. Well, I just want to talk about that quote for a second, guys. Just for today, I will try to live through this day only and not tackle all of my problems at once. How many of y'all have tried to tackle your problems all at once? Because I am famous for that. I do that all the time. Even today, I'm so solution oriented that all I want to do is find solution immediately and tackle everything so that I'm not sitting in worry or stress. So just like our reading was talking about. A prime example for me is change. I've been going through a lot of change recently, and change is very overwhelming for me, and it places me in a position of freeze. And when I'm frozen and I'm in freeze mode, I do not rely on a higher power. Instead, I'm relying on my own internal thinking, which is not good. It's definitely not good for me. Oh, thank you, David. That is a good way to get overwhelmed. Sure is. You're exactly right about that. So thank you for sharing that because it is. Um, so, one of the things that I am very intentional about, and one of the things that I've really started doing, especially over the holiday season, is giving myself time to sit in the mornings with my journal and in the quiet and plan out my day, is the best way that I can describe it. And when I'm able to write it down and see the things that I need to do just for this day. So, like, I'll take one task that I have because multiple tasks and change is super overwhelming for me. It causes a lot of anxiety, and then I just shut down. So, with that, what I would do is I will sit and I'll write all my stuff down, and then I will pick one thing that I'm going to tackle for that day. Just one of the 5 or 10 or 6 things that I've written down, however many things. And I will sit there and I will meditate on that. And when I do that, I'm able to bring my focus to that one thing, but I'm also able to allow my higher power, which I choose to call the universe and nature, be able to allow that to come through me, right? And so that I'm able to be that channel and that light versus, me trying to control every situation. And then that filters for me, that filters out into my work, my family, and my friends. so that I'm able to, set those boundaries and allow them to have the opportunity to live just for today for them, and not try to control those situations or try to change the change that's already happening. Um, and so today, again, I always challenge you guys. I'm definitely going to challenge you guys to stay in today and see what today offers and brings for you, and see what your higher power does for you. Even though it's cold, the sun is shining. So, like when I got up this morning, I went outside and I just let the sun hit my face for a few minutes, to grab some of that vitamin D. I have a lot of things going on personally and family wise as well right now. And so it's been a huge, huge help for me to revamp what my higher power looks like. And I love this reading today. And I love how it talks about if I'm staying in today and I'm allowing, my higher power to give me the present, which is a gift. Today is a gift, right? Every day I wake up, that is a huge gift for me. So it's allowing my higher power the opportunity to take control of my life. And then that's where I come in with acceptance, and acceptance with what's going on in my personal life and what's going on in my family and my friendships, right? And so recently, over the course, I would say probably in the past week, I've started to revamp what my conception of a higher power is, because I'm growing. And with me growing, my higher power needs to grow too, because there's a lot more things that are occurring in my life and a lot more changes that are happening that I need bigger energy for. Let's put it that way, right? Like I need bigger energy. So this is what I'm doing. So what are you guys out there doing? I have David and Kim. How do you guys handle your days? How do y'all stay in today? And when life starts to get rough, what do you guys do? And I love this in this reading, this sentence. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. What's more, I am probably better off not knowing. If I knew what was coming, I suspect that I would spend my time trying to run from painful experiences instead of living. That right there for me, that's me in a nutshell. I'm a runner. I don't know about all of y'all out there, but when things get rough, I run. Whether, no matter what kind of running that is. It can physically be running, because I do love to run. So sometimes when things get overwhelming, I'll just throw my cap on and I'll just like start running down the road. So Kim says, staying focused on the goals I've set. Ooh, good one. Good one. I like that. I like that. I like that. So it sounds like you set goals for the day, and that's how you get through your day, is you stay focused on that goals. I respect that. I actually might take that and do that myself. So we have visitors today. We also have visitors this morning. They don't want to talk right now, and that's okay. But anyway, back to the quote. So back to the sentence. I suspect that I would spend all of my time trying to run from painful experiences instead of living. In my wellness journey, I've done that. I've done that for so long that when I started to become healthier, and started to heal and learn and grow in my wellness journey, I realized that I had to turn around and I had to face what life was handing me at the time. And for me, it's all about perception, right? Like I can't change what's going on, and I have no control what's going on with my family right now. But what I can do is I can be present in the present, and I can show love, and I can show up as the daughter that I need to be right now. And that I'm grateful for. And because of my wellness journey and because of the healing journey that I'm on, that's not perfect and it's not linear. It's all over the place. There are days where it's a great day, and then there are days where I'm cuddled up in a blanket and I'm crying because I need to release whatever energy that is deep seated, right? Because as I'm healing all of these inner children. And the more I heal, the more I'm going to feel things. Um, and that's okay. I've started to learn a lot more about myself by not running and by revamping my higher power when I need to, and making my higher power bigger, and by sitting in solitude. I find that when I'm sitting in solitude, I have a lot of my answers come then. And when I say sitting in solitude, I'm talking about taking a nature walk with bare feet. I know that it's cold outside, but our feet are the gateway to our body. And there are so many points on our feet. Just standing in the grass is grounding. And it's scientifically proven. David says, for me, focusing on what's important to me and necessary keeps me in today. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's so true. Both of those, Kim and David, both of y'all saying that, it like takes me back to making lists, right? And knowing that, okay, on December 28th at 12 p.m., this is what I'm doing. And sometimes I even have to do that. Sometimes I even have to write everything down and put times beside it to make sure that, I get this stuff done. And then when I get it done, I check it off. And each thing that I do, I check off. And the list gets smaller and smaller. So my anxiety and me feeling overwhelmed gets less and less. And I'm able to see the progression. And especially, being a daughter, and as we get older, our parents get older, right? And so, being the oldest daughter, we have responsibilities to our parents as they get older. And sometimes, recently, with what I'm walking through right now, sometimes I have to really step back and I have to be like, what day is it? What time is it? And I need to look at my feet. And a lot of times I do, because I'm the dreamer, so I will go off and think of things way over here instead of looking what's at for me right now, right here. I'll have already planned everything 10 years from now, right? And so, like, I've got to reel that back in. And by doing so, it really helps me to be present, fully present and fully intentional, to be there with my mom and to be there with my dad, and to show up as the daughter that I know and want to be. And by being able to do that, that's because of my wellness journey. And that's because I have taken this time to really dive in and internally look inside myself and heal what I need to heal, so that I'm able to be present. And, like I said before, healing is not linear. So I am not by any means on a day to day where I'm like, woohoo, everything is great, because that's just not true. That's just not real, right? Like, we're real here. We're being real. And so this reading today just like really hit home for me, and was a reminder, that I'm not in control. I'm not in control of, what happens on a day-to-day basis. The bigger picture is what my higher power has and the universe has. What I can do is I can continue to do the footwork and continue to grow my wellness toolbox and continue to work on myself internally. And as I grow, continue to grow my higher power. And that in itself is a miracle to me. To be able to have that opportunity to do that, because many of us don't get that, and to have that opportunity to sit in the discomfort with my family. I love this. A really good friend of mine says cost and benefits, right? Instead of pros and cons, they say cost and they say benefits. So what is this costing you, this situation today, or is it benefiting you? And today, just for today, I have the opportunity to look at that and say, okay, it is benefiting me. Me running my life doesn't benefit me. What benefits me is making time for my wellness every single day, no matter what that is. If it's 5 minutes, if it's making a list in the morning, if it's sitting with my conception of a higher power in the morning for 5 minutes, if it's going outside and walking, if it's lending a hand in the community. It's all about walking the walk, for me today, and really doing the things that I know I need to do to better myself, so that I'm able to show up in my wellness for my coworkers, my friends, my family, my community. Um, and, thanks to all of you, and thanks for just for today and having the opportunity to do this. It keeps me on my toes, because I'm not going to sit here and tell people, oh, this is what I'm doing when I'm not doing it, and this is just that reminder. Because I'm so famous for worrying all the time. Like I can, oh God, I can get in my head and I can create scenarios and things that are out of this world that would never happen. So I know for me today, what I do is I sit in solitude with my higher power and I allow my higher power to take control. And then when I'm struggling and I'm not able to let a certain situation go, that's when I sit down and I write a letter. I write a letter to the person or to the universe. And then I sit with acceptance and I start to practice acceptance because I do not have the control and I do not have the power to change the world. What I do have control over and the power is how I show up in this world. And I can show up in my sickness or I can show up in my wellness. And today I choose to show up in my wellness. So today, guys, I want to challenge all of you to stay in today and look at the gifts that the universe is giving us, whether it be the sunlight, whether it be laughter through a friend, or someone on the street that you're helping, or in the community, wherever that light is and that happiness is. I want you guys to just stay present today, and that's the challenge. So when I challenge y'all, I challenge myself. So I am also challenging myself to just stay present and to show up in my wellness and be the best that I can be just for today. Because today and just for today is a gift. And it's a gift to the universe, and from the universe. And we've made it another day. So I just want to thank you guys all for showing up this morning and being a part of Just for Today. And I hope that you guys take this challenge and run with it. And I hope that you all have a great day. And I just want to say thank you to Promise Resource Network for giving me the opportunity to continue to be out here and continue to go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just for today. And I hope that you guys got something out of it as much as I did today. And I love you all. And I will see you guys on Friday. So I hope you'll have a great day. Mwah! Much love.